Hello, friend. My name is Joe Henson, and I have the privilege of serving as the pastor of Trinity Bible Church in Durham, North Carolina. But today I'm actually making this video to appeal to you for help for our friends at the Wilds Christian Camp in Brevard, North Carolina. Many of you are already familiar with the Wilds. You may have been a camper there or served on staff. You may be the member of a church or the pastor of a church that still partners with the Wilds throughout the year for ministry, whether you attend retreats or take teens there in the summer. My wife and I absolutely love the Wilds, and so does our church. The fact of the matter is we cannot imagine what life and ministry would be like without the Wilds' influence on us. My wife grew up attending camp there. She served several summers on staff when she was in college. I served there one summer, and my wife and I met there. I was actually saved there, called to preach there. Our ministry philosophy was forged and shaped and honed there. To this day, we continue to partner with the Wilds in ministry to our church people, and we honestly can't imagine what the year would look like without the partnership we enjoy with the camp. From the couples retreats in the fall, to the college and career retreats in the spring, to the summer ministries to our teens and our juniors, we partner with the Wilds all year long, and we love the Wilds and are grateful for its ministry. The spiritual impact that the Wilds has had on us personally and our church corporately really is immeasurable, and we're grateful to God for what He's done over the years in that place and in our lives through those people at that place. Well, friends, this year, the Wilds is struggling. The fact of the matter is, like many ministries, this COVID pandemic has created difficulty for them unlike they've ever seen before. For 50 years, the Wilds served our Lord and our churches faithfully, joyfully. But this 51st year has actually been difficult in ways that they've never seen before. In a normal summer, the Wilds would serve approximately 12,000 campers. This summer, we might call the summer of COVID, they've seen fewer than 2,000 campers come through their gates and be a part of their ministry. That limitation of ministry, the Wilds feels deeply. Their hearts ache for that. They love our churches. They want to serve our young people. They want to serve our church. And yet they can't right now. And it's been hard. But even more than the limitation of ministry, they've taken a hit financially. Each camper who comes to camp, on average, brings about $400 to the Wilds. Well, you can begin to do the math and think through the fact that spring camps were canceled and so many summer camps were canceled. We still don't know what's going to happen in the fall. But just looking at some of the numbers we do know, it's fairly easy to work out that the Wilds is probably going to have a deficit of at least $3 million this year. Just from the monies they were not able to bring in because of the ministry they were not able to perform. Well, friends, I am appealing to you today to consider, how can you help? Are you a pastor? If so, pastor, could I plead with you today to give some serious thought to serving the Wilds right now in a way that might be similar to the way you would serve one of your missionaries? You may send money to your missionaries every month, but in a time like this, with additional expenses and the struggles of COVID, you would reach out to your missionary and say, okay, what are your needs? Can we send you extra monies to help you so that your ministry continues and doesn't decline during this season? Well, would you consider maybe a one-time church love gift that you could send to the Wilds, or maybe joining their sustainer program to help meet the needs that the Wilds has? And there are some pretty severe needs right now. Maybe you're an individual or a member in one of the churches that works with the Wilds or sends campers to the Wilds. Well, would you be able to consider a love gift of some sort that you might be able to send to the Wilds as an individual to be a blessing to them? Maybe you would consider offsetting the cost of a camper that did not get to camp. Maybe you could offset the cost of one camper, or maybe two, or maybe you could handle 10 or 20, I don't know. But would you wrestle with what you could do? Because friends, as I said, I cannot imagine life and ministry without this partnership. God has used this place in our lives over the years as He's used this place in your life. Think about how you've benefited. Think about what your young people have benefited. Think about the benefit to your church, this place, and these people have been. And then wrestle with the question, how can I help them continue to be the blessing and to have the benefit on our ministry that they've had in the past? By God's grace, I pray that the Wilds will continue to thrive and to flourish, and that the future for the camp might be even brighter than the past has been. And the past has been pretty bright. So by God's grace, may you do a work, and may the Wilds continue to minister well for many years to come. And may we be a part of seeing that happen.